My name is Soliya Sharif. I'm a Liberian. I have been in Turkey for 7 years. Studied my high school in Turkey for 4 years, and after graduation, I got an opportunity to pursue my higher education in Istanbul Shahid University. I'm studying Islamic study. Pretty soon, everything is going well with me. When it comes to sending girls or women to school, I think for all the rational-minded mind think the same way, which is everyone deem it very important to send a girl to school. Why? Because sending women to school has a lot of opportunity. One which could be, if we educate women, we are not only educating one person, rather we are educating a generation. Contrary to sending man, I think if we think about human rights, part of it is right of education, and women are also part of society. So being a barrier or giving them some barrier from attending or acquiring high school education or university education, I think is something the world need to get rid of. Women educational system in my country is actually at mess, because we in our society, we give a very little privilege to women to be educated. And many African countries, compared to my country, has the same mentality. The same mentality in the sense that women are always like opportunity of furthering their education. And this is a situation which everybody has to stand against it. Because of what? If we look at the standard of education in the country, not only man develop a country, women also has a major role to play in developing the country. My society being a barrier to women education actually is something very bothering and something which actually need to be rid of in order for our society to develop. I can relate to actually my own tribe, the tribe I'm coming from, called Mandingo tribe, which is my Mandingo tribe only care about men or male children education. Because of what? Many of them, they think that a man is a Benjamin of a community. Benjamin he is the caretaker of community. He is somebody who only knows how to take care of a society, which is actually rationally or logically illogical in its sense. Many of them also think that a woman, after being educated, is quickly perceived as some commodity. Some commodity of marriage. They only live for being married to a particular man. So that may be some reason also by not sending girls to school. Compared to some developing countries in Europe, like Turkey, women have an access to a better education. And due to that, the country is fast developing. Women in Turkey, they have opportunity to participate or engage in social activity in Turkey, which in the end contribute to the development of Turkey, both socially and economically. So, if in our country give the same privilege and opportunity to women to learn, I think we are going to be compared to Turkey one day. Though I have said something about women education being in constriction in my city, in my country, or in Africa at large. But pretty, alhamdulillah, the situation is changing by days, because today, we are not only living in the shadow of our past. Day by day, people are getting to understand that life is not only living backwardly, but forwardly. We are seeing many development in subject concerning about women sending to school. We can take some example. For example, the women who are coming to abroad for the purpose of study. In Turkey here, we have many African women who are studying here. And it is something actually very challenging. So, if we continue on this process by this kind of mentality, I think in the future it's going to be pretty good for the whole generation. In the future, we are very hopeful that everything is going to be well, more especially for women education, because many Africans today, they are conscious of women education as being a tool for country development, both economically and socially. We also are conscious of the fact that if women is educated, the children that can be produced by those educated women are also conscious of the country. I mean, they also have the conscious of being a participant, an active participant in the society. So, being an active participant in the society also led to the harmony and the prosperity of the country. So, being with this kind of mentality is a stepstone to the prosperity of a particular country. And in the future, women being educated will also contribute to the development of society in the way that they will be more productive and rewarding to the society. And also, they will believe that they also have a hard role to play in developing the country. Therefore, educating women is something that is needed in the world today. And we all have to stand for this and also give privilege to all women in the world, because women are very important and their role also has to deem as important as they are in developing their children mindset. So, if we want to change any society, we have to give a privilege, an opportunity to women to play their role as human beings. And also education is not only a thing confined to a man only. Everyone has to have an access to a better and productive, rewarding educational system. So, if you come here, we can say that we have reached to our end for this interview. Thank you very much.